Hi, my name is Juliana. I'm a junior in Decker. I'm a minor in forensic health, and I teach group fitness classes at the gym. Originally, when I came into Binghamton, I was not a nursing major. I was an undeclared freshman in Harper. I knew that I wanted to do something in the health field. I just wasn't sure what. Some things I had in mind were nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, nutrition, things like that. I just had to pick one. And then the more I explored what I might be good at, what I liked, what kind of relationship I wanted to have with patients, I realized nursing would be a great fit because I wanted that very personal bond with my patients. I wanted to work with their families. And another thing I liked about nursing is that being a nurse doesn't necessarily mean working in a hospital. Nurses can work in clinics, they can be teachers, they can go to another country, they can be administrators, work in community settings, things like that. So I really like how dynamic the nursing field is and how wide the nursing spectrum is. It leaves a lot of room for change and adjustment, which is good for me. So then I applied to Decker through inter-university transfer my freshman year and successfully got in my sophomore year. So I was officially declared nursing major my sophomore year, which was a huge accomplishment for me. I was very, very excited, but it was also kind of scary because I realized I had all these prerequisites to finish before my junior year started, and that was a little intimidating, but I felt a lot better after I went to advising, and going to Decker advising is very easy. You walk into academic B, and the nursing office is right in there, and if they can't see you right away, they can see you that week, and they're willing to talk to anyone. Even if you're not a declared nursing major, you can still talk to them if you're thinking about nursing. And they helped me figure out what classes I should sign up for, because my freshman year, when I signed up for courses, I wasn't signed up as a nursing major, so I had to do a little bit of rearranging to fit the prerequisites for the nursing program specifically, and I was able to do that. But then my biggest roadblock, I guess, was my sophomore year spring semester. I got very sick, and I had to withdraw from some of the courses that I was signed up for because due to the condition that I had, I wasn't in a position where I could do so much work. I was very exhausted all the time. I was very sick, so I had to make my course load a lot easier, and I started to freak out a little bit because I thought, while these courses are only offered in the spring, do I have to wait another year? Do I start my program late because I'm sick right now? Like, what do I have to do? And so I went back to nursing advising, and they helped me a lot. They gave me a long list of online courses that they would accept as prerequisites, and I took them over the summer. So I took Anatomy, Physiology 2, and Microbiology online over the summer, and it was great because it was a self-paced course, and because of the condition that I had, I really needed to be able to do work at my own pace, at my own time, and whenever I felt up to it. So that was very helpful, and I was able to do the program and start on time, which I'm very thankful for. And honestly, if I hadn't talked to advising, I probably would have freaked out, assumed the worst, and waited a whole extra year, which would have been a total waste of my time and been very upsetting to graduate late when I had this goal in mind initially. So I might have alluded to this before, but in Decker, for the nursing major, your first 2 years are used to do your prerequisites, and then your second 2 years are your core nursing classes, and you go off campus and do clinicals and all that fun stuff. So the 4-year plan is to finish all your prerequisites and as much of your gen ed courses as you can in the first 2 years, and then by your junior year start the major courses. That being said, of course, if you haven't finished a gen ed requirement, you can overlap and do that in your 2 years. You just have to make sure all of the prerequisites for the program are done, and you can take them, like I did, as late as the summer before the program starts. So you have a lot of time. And something that I really owe the advisors to, again, is when I was sick, being informed about my other options, that Binghamton isn't the only place you need to take these courses, that if you have transfer credits or you want to take some summer classes or winter classes, that you can. As long as you talk to them, most likely those transfers those transfer credits will work for your prerequisites, and you'll be able to transfer the credits with no problem. But it's really important, of course, to talk to the advisors before you go and do that, because there might be some colleges that have the same courses as us, but they might not accept it or be at the same level, so you should definitely double check before you go ahead and do your prerequisites elsewhere. And that sort of brings me to my advice for you. Is if you're thinking about a nursing major, or you are a freshman or sophomore or something like that, my biggest advice to you is to take a look at the 4-year curriculum online. Luckily we have one posted. A lot of majors don't, so yay for us. But if you go online and look at the 4-year program, they have it pretty set up how you can finish your prerequisites in 2 years. If you're a sophomore and you're just seeing this video now and you haven't been following the exact course that they have lined out, which I didn't, so don't worry, you can still do your prerequisites, you can still start your program your junior year. Just make sure you take a look at all those courses and what they all require. Make sure that you aren't saving a particular course for your spring semester sophomore year when there's a prerequisite for that course that you need to take that you haven't yet. Or make sure that you're not saving a course for your spring semester sophomore year but it's only available in the fall. So things like that, make sure you know when the courses are available and what you need to be able to take that course. Another piece of advice that I have for you is to be realistic. By now, maybe you should know what kind of learner you are. Are you the kind of learner that needs a little more time to finish things, or are you able to take on 3 lab courses in 1 semester? And if you can't, that's totally okay. Most people can't. So really be realistic about what you can handle and use that to figure out how you should go about taking those prerequisite courses. In my opinion, it's better to take a summer and or a winter course and break up some of those tougher classes so that your workload is a little more manageable while you're at school, so that you're not super stressed out, you're not getting no sleep, and you're doing well in the courses that you are taking as opposed to overloading and not doing as well. And again, if you're confused about how to go about taking summer and winter courses and what would work out if you want to take something at home, always talk to Decker advisors. They're super helpful and resourceful.